Welcome back to Next Gen Unlocked. Today we dive into the latest release from Apple, the iPhone 16. Many say that it is going to change the game, but I'm here to break down why it is not worth your hard-earned money. This review will go over some of the main areas where the new iPhone 16 misses the mark. Let's start off with the design. Sure, the iPhone 16 looks great, but does it feel new? Not really. It is essentially just an iPhone 15 dressed in a little different clothing. The ever so slightly thinner bezels, while carrying the same old flat-edge design, make you wonder if Apple's design team is stuck in some sort of loop. No, there is nothing drastically different here to make you feel like you're holding the latest cutting-edge device. As a matter of fact, it feels more like a subtle upgrade rather than some kind of revolutionary design. So if you're looking for something really groundbreaking, well, you might be a little disappointed. And now for the display. The 6.1-inch OLED Super Retina XDR is sharp, bright, and smooth for a refresh rate of 120 Hz. But guess what? It had that with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So, barely anything new in this display technology would justify the hundreds more you would want to spend on an iPhone 16. In other words, you wouldn't be able to tell any difference unless you are a display expert. Apple has always excelled in the camera department, and the iPhone 16 doesn't disappoint. But neither does it blow you away. It sounds great on paper, a 48-megapixel main camera with an improved ultra-wide lens, but in real life, you would have to be trying pretty hard to spot any difference over last year's model. Night mode is slightly better, but is that worth upgrading if you've got the iPhone 14 or 15? Probably not. And then there's the zoom mode. Don't even get me started. Still no comparisons to what Samsung can offer with their Ultra line of phones. Yeah, the A17 Bionic chip inside the iPhone 16 is undoubtedly very powerful. But here is where that factors in. Do you really need that much power? The truth is, most users will barely scratch the surface of what is available on the iPhone 16. If you are a person who plays games avidly, keeps a lot of apps running at once, or edits video on your phone often, there is already more than enough power in the A16 Bionic of the iPhone 15. Is it worth hundreds of dollars extra for marginal performance gains the average user will likely never notice? Considering that the iPhone 16 may do extremely resource-hungry tasks a bit more efficiently. Another area in which the iPhone 16 does not really feel all that worthy of its price hike is with regards to battery life. You get a slight bump, but maybe an extra hour of screen time, and is that worth upgrading for? Apple claims all-day battery life, but we've heard that one before. In the real world, the iPhone 16's battery performs just about the same as the iPhone 15, so unless you're on your phone non-stop for hours at a time, this isn't the killer feature you might have hoped it would be. Last but not least, there's the price. The base model of the iPhone 16 reaches a very high value, $1,119. You will need to invest quite a lot in this phone, given that you could just about get the same features on an iPhone 15 for a few $100s less. Alternatively, if you make the jump to Android, several of Samsung's flagships boast superior specifications, better cameras and bigger batteries at the same or lower price. In other words, Apple asks for a premium for incremental updates. So, should you invest your cash in the iPhone 16? For most users, the answer is simply no. It is a great phone, but it does not innovate enough to justify the price, especially when last year's models, let alone some Android competitors, are touting similar, if not better, performances. If you had an iPhone 14 or 15, you are not missing out on much. Save your money and wait for something actually innovative next time around. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon to stay updated with all our reviews on Next Gen Unlocked.